Anyways, I'm back now. I've just washed the waste ink tank out. Over 2 days, I bet it wasted this much. This is probably about, I don't know, maybe a 4-ounce container. And it used probably about here. So easy, it wasted about 1 ounce of ink. It does that just to keep the print heads wet. When it's not being used, you'll hear it making a noise occasionally, and what that is doing, it's purging ink through these ink lines here and into this tank. I'm just going to go over a couple of features with it. And there we go, we'll get that in there securely. And straight away, as you can see, we have it's a little bit different from a regular printer. We've got a white ink, and then we've got our CMYK inks here. You've got to keep these filled up. I was having a bit of an issue the other day with poor print quality, and although there was ink in the tanks, it was pretty low, but I mean it wasn't empty, but for some reason it wasn't picking the ink up. So I thought there was a problem with blockages. But anyway, I filled these tanks right up, and as soon as I did that, then it started working great again. The white ink here, this is the one that's, if you look online, this is the issue with all these DTF printers. For some reason, this clogs real easy. You got to keep it shook daily, you got to shake it. And then what that does is, just give me 1 second. What the white ink does, obviously, it prints the white on the film. This is one that I did earlier. But also on the back of the print, now I don't know, I'm still learning with this thing. So on the back, once it prints the colours, it applies this layer of white over. And then what that does, when this is applied to the garment, it gives it that bright colour. Now it does go dull a little bit, but I think that could be my ink profile, which is a different setting on the computer. But anyways, I'm going to get round to that later on today, probably. But I mean, overall, the print quality is pretty good. But I really don't know if it's worth having one of these things. Because like I say, it's quite expensive. And then I found a couple of websites online. Oops, I just lost my camera. Found a couple of websites online that does DTF orders. And it's probably cheaper just to buy from those guys than it is to buy the printer and the setup. You're probably looking at about 5,000 or 6,000 Canadian dollars. That is for the printer, the oven, and here I've just got a generic heat press. And so, like I say, you'll be looking at $5,000 or $6,000. If you put that in financial terms, if you sold a t-shirt and if you did make $10 profit from a t-shirt, that's if you did, you'd have to sell 500 t-shirts to make that money back. Now, out of that 500 t-shirts, you'd also have to pay for the ink. You'd have to buy the film. And I don't know what that cost would involve. I'm predicting probably to print 500 t-shirts, you might be looking at, I don't know, I'm thinking probably $300 in ink and film, maybe. Might be a little bit less, I'm not sure. But anyways, if that's the case, then you're going to have to sell 30 t-shirts just to cover the ink and the film. That's even before you made any profit whatsoever. So I honestly don't know if it's worth it, because you'd have to sell 530 t-shirts to recover your money. Just for the printer and the materials. And now, if your print heads go between that stage, you're probably going to be looking at $2,000 a repair for the print heads to order them. So you're going to have to sell another 200 t-shirts to cover the money for the print heads. That's before you've made any profit. Now this looks like I'm not looking at the film. Oh, looking at the camera, I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Looking at the wrong side. But yeah, so I don't know. Is it worth it? if you like messing around. It probably is. I like messing about. This thing you cannot leave. You can't leave it sitting. If you're going to leave it sitting for 2 or 3 days, then just go ahead and purge the thing.